Greetings, Phantom Creep fans. I'm Dr. Calvaria. I'm here to tell you the dates that really right for February 9th. I need the calendar, the Phantom Creep calendar. Well, isn't that nice? We have the very nice illustration here. Who drew this? Donald David? What kind of name is that? Let's see what's going on today. Oh, wow, that's cool. Frank Frazetta, February 9th, and James Murray. Well, we all know who Frank Frazetta is, don't we? We do? You don't? Well, let me tell you, he was originally a comic book artist. Did you know that? He started off in comic books. He even drew funny animal books. He drew those for a while. He worked for DC Comics, well, it was called National Comics at the time. He even worked with at EC Comics, where he did a lot of work with Al Williamson as a inker. It was there that Graham Ingalls actually was first to recognize his talent. Later, during the 60s, he did an illustration for Mad Magazine. It was an illustration of Ringo Starr, and a movie producer saw it, and then he got his first gigs doing movie posters, and he ended up making, a year's salary doing a movie poster. So stay away from comics, go into movie poster paintings, kids. One of my favorite movie posters he did was the Mad Monster Party poster. It was a great one, it's one of my favorite movies. Later on, he ended up starting doing book illustration, book covers, and he's the one that created the archetypal Conan the Barbarian image. And all of his fantasy art, I mean, you've seen it everywhere, like on the Molly Hatchet album covers. And later on, he got together with Ralph Bakshi, and the two of them made Fire and Ice. And every kid that wanted to be a fantasy artist did copies of him. That's about it I know about him. And the other person whose birthday is today is one James Murray. And I don't know very much about him, but I know just the guy. I will summon him right now. Come forth, Mola! How's it going, Mola? Sorry, that's sort of the way I have to do it these days.
Thank you, Dr. Calavaria. I didn't mean to crowd you here, but I heard today's an important date.
Yes, today is James Murray's birthday, and I was hoping you would like to say a little bit about him. A little bit.
So James Murray, why, he was no one. James Murray was the everyman. King Vidor, he was a Hollywood director.
Was he a real king?
Only in the Hollywood hierarchy he was a king, because he worked in Hollywood for 80 years.
Who names their kid king?
Somebody with high hopes. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it seemed to have worked out.
King Vidor was looking for an actor who had no previous experience as a Hollywood celebrity. He was looking for the everyman. The whole cast were no names. They were just random people that he found on the street.
Oh, cool.
So James Murray was one of them, and he was the lead star of the film. And the story is just about a father who has all these high expectations of his son, much like you're saying, somebody naming their son king. This story is so powerful, it's something that really could be shot up into space and shown to aliens to explain what the human drama is all about, because that's what The Crowd is. This is a photoplay novelization of it.
If aliens see that, they're not going to come here. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea. If we could pick something else, that would be good.
We want them to come here?
Depends which aliens. Venusians.
Venusians would be nice.
Yeah.
All right. So meanwhile, The Crowd. I have a lot of stuff to show you guys.
Uh-oh.
So here is a picture of James Murray that's with his parents. He was originally from New York City. He hopped a railroad car to California because he wanted to be a star, but he was just a character actor and just really slumming it in Hollywood. And King Vidor wound up finding him and saying, that's the guy, that's the face I want. So he wound up rocketing to stardom from his film. It was a huge success for MGM Studios at the time. And James Murray just couldn't handle it. He buckled under the pressure. Shortly thereafter, he descended to alcoholism and lost his Hollywood contracts and wound up coming back to New York City, where he wound up as a Bowery bum. And the story, The Crowd, there's this one scene where he's considering throwing himself into the East River to end it all.
Yeah, talk about self-fulfilling prophecy.
Because what happens in real life is his body washes up in the East River or off the shores of Manhattan, and that's how King Vidor finds out what happened to his would-have-been star.
Wait, is that life imitating art or art imitating life? I get them confused all the time.
I don't know. But it haunted King Vidor for the rest of his life, to the point that he campaigned for the rest of his time on this planet to do a story on James Murray. He even, to the point of where he was 1970s trying to crowdsource anybody who was willing to invest in this production because he wanted to tell this whole story.
It must have been hard to do without the internet.
He put it in this newspaper. He put it in lots of newspapers. This is just
What
him
is it?
saying,
Newspapers.
this is just him saying, I really want to tell this story. It's worth doing. Please invest in this project. In some, what is this? City of San Francisco, September 9th, 1975 newspaper. And look, here's the cover. I saw it. UFO alert, Bay Area.
Oh, well.
So I guess the aliens were interested in this story.
Well, obviously they didn't see the crowd.
Anyway, so that's the end of James Murray's story. His legacy just disappeared because his stardom disappeared.
I wish you would disappear. Well, that's all we got for February 9th. Brush your milk and drink your teeth. I'm Dr. Calvario for Phantom Creek.